Just harmony, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Turn that one more time. Okay. One time, one more time. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking. Great, why is it, y'all? Great, why is it? Oh, let me look at these cameras. Oh, a lot of ceiling. Ha! I call it. I call it sky, y'all. Oh wow. Here we go. I think I got something looking halfway good here. All right. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Get your mats, get your weights, line up. Today, y'all, it's a lot of humid, lot of humid, and almost that groggy, googie, muggy weather. Very, very, very humid. Very humid. Ugh. So, and thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. But I sure do need y'all company this morning. Ugh. I got a doctor's appointment. Yes. Yes, I do. And last year I had a therapist. But as y'all are well aware of, I have to wipe these limbs. It could be because it's humid and all that kind of stuff, but it also could be because I put lotion in my hand and was messing around with the camera. I think the letter was wrong. And, or it's just so humid. So, I was able to talk it out with her. But I figured I could get myself through. We ain't walking fast again. I was able to use my technique to put myself to sleep. And I was up early. And I tell you, to me, going to the doctor, you guys go to the doctor. I used to work in doctor's offices. So I know how the elderly feel about doctors. It's like the best thing since sliced bread. Since sliced bread. I watched they would exercise, they would diet, they just show up to the doctor. They kept saying, I'm paying for it. And I guess some companies I worked for love me because I didn't never put no claims in. Just because you was taking half, I was paying half and you was paying half for the insurance, it didn't mean that I was going to go to the doctor because I was looking for, what if I get older? So, I have have anxieties. And this little thing has been screaming inside of me, saying, just screaming, that I have to go. And I keep telling it, if I hadn't let my guard down and got caught up on that high blood pressure medication, because there were so many other ways to get my blood pressure down. But I was 58. I was going from that 55 to 65 transition period. And a lot was happening. It's not an excuse, it's just what was happening. And I look at the YouTube videos from years ago of old people getting off high blood pressure medication, but no one that I have ever met in my life has ever gotten off of it. There's people who've gotten off heroin, I know, changed their whole life around. You never thought they was on heroin. But I've never met a person that didn't get off high blood pressure medication without going to the grave. So now, I got a supplier that supplies the blood pressure medication. And then they go back and forth and this, and they're not manufacturing that. And that's why I didn't want to get caught up in it, but I was 58. It has to do with my heart, everything. So I spend a lot of time apologizing to myself. I say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And that kind of soothes me down. So now I have to go to him. A man doctor, because I had one, a female doctor. She and I got along well. We understood each other. She understood how the body, the heart, the woman's body worked. We were like there. She didn't put me on them. Yale put me on them. Of course, they're the foundation of it, you see. And they said, hey, a pharmaceutical company, we had one of the... There was many things. Anyway. So now I go see him. And I said to myself, wow, if he has a cousin that's a heart surgeon, he may tell me I need heart surgery. Oh, he always tells me I need tests that cost thousands of dollars. I never have a mammogram, but they told me that if I didn't get a mammogram, I wouldn't have no chest now. But y'all looking at them. I'm walking and doing stuff now, and they told me if I didn't have to go and spread my legs up where some man or woman can get in between and see what's going on, that I'd be eaten all up by cancer. If I didn't get my womb taken out, looked at, poked at, stuck stuff in. I said, no, I ain't doing that. I didn't like it at incesting. I didn't like it too much at marriage. I didn't like it. Not to say that I don't like sex. Oh, thanks for coming on the walk. I couldn't understand why people who don't want to eat in the same restaurant that you do wants you to live this life, this productive life. Hold on, y'all. My little fan is off. The big one is on. Oh, the humidity is Overwhelming. I had to take a shower before I came on the walk. If not, I couldn't get my clothes on. I couldn't understand. The majority of people got money. If you look at it as far as Republicans is concerned, that's the doctors. So me, I can't separate them. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, there's nothing in you that wants me to live. Other than a law saying that my family can sue you, and trust me, they'll be right on you. Folks that they ain't never heard from before. If they know they can get some money for a lawsuit, they'll be right on you. But other than that, there's nothing making him take care of me, prescribe correctly, diagnose, treat, observe me. Hell, I've been seeing him now for 3 years, and it's been all of 45 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm giving them way too much time. Okay, I go in, I take the EKG. Then I wait for him to come in. So that's 10 minutes, in the office, EKG. Then she walks out. I wait for him to come in, 10, maybe 15 minutes. And then he comes in. And in 5 minutes, he is diagnosed and everything me, and he's gone. And even that's too long for me. I don't even want to go in there. But I have a chain to them. They have chained me to them like dealers chain heroin addicts to them. I gotta come back. I gotta come back. I gotta have some kind of interaction with people who don't give a shit whether I live or fucking die. I gotta have an interaction with them. Because I don't know what to do with this high blood pressure medication. I don't know how to get off it on my own. I did manage to lower the prescription. But what if it's like fucking up something else? You know what I'm saying? So then I find out when I try to get out, oh, sorry, yeah, we gave it to you to take care of your high blood pressure. Okay, but here's what happened. Along the way, it did mess up something else. So now we're going to have to give you something for them, something else. No, I'm dying. My matter and energy is going to separate. And before I go, I got shit I got to do. Y'all know I start roller skating October 3rd, right? We go for the first lesson. I haven't been gliding. Let me tell you something about gliding. I know on the ice skates, it was gliding. It was just like cutting through this gravity. And just, I know I get more of a glide out of ice skating than I do out of roller skating. But that's okay at my age. Because they got all these little cool dances and all these little cool moves. And you get all these lines and shit. You know? But see, I don't even want to tell him I'm going to do that. Because, first of all, he don't want to know. But I'm afraid if I just casually say, oh, I'm going to go, that he would tell me how it's going to be something disastrous for me and bad for my heart. Because all my friends I exercise with, back in the back, every time they stopped, it was because the doctor told them to stop. So I've always been scared of them. I told you, it took them years of me saying I exercise to finally put it in my record. And it wasn't just this doctor. It's all doctors. Over the years, because I've exercised for many years. And you have jobs, you got to go take physical and do stuff. But they don't want to hear that. So, I said, that. I'm doing my memoir writing classes. First they sent it a week late. Then they sent everything. I got 2 lessons this week. And I'm fighting anxiety about going to this doctor's appointment. Also, COVID lives in doctor's offices. It's a disease. That's a place to take care of disease. That's where it is. It's not my house. In my house, you have life, love, happiness, and health. Yes. And doctors don't like healthy people. They're not going to say. It's like, I remember, which is strange, all through public school, I can't even tell you, my mother used to cry. I got all F's and everything. I don't ever remember bringing a report card home that didn't have that red marks all through it. Never. While I was in New York. And even when I got to middle school in New York, I went to school every day. I studied. I do it. But they always made sure to have the red marks on there. Couldn't understand it. I went down south. That's when I stopped getting red marks. I don't think they used the red marker. I'm not saying that the grades got better. They didn't red mark you. But in New York, you were red marked, honey. That report card, and I remember when they did it to me one time. I went to school to pick up her report card, and I saw those red marks in there. I didn't even know there was a chair there. I sat down, and I just plopped down and started crying. I was inconsolable. They brought Leslie in. I was crying. I couldn't control myself. Part of me was saying, oh my God, they're going to destroy her like they did me. This is the red mark. No matter how good she does, no matter what she does, they're going to red mark her down. She in Bed-Stuy. She's an African-American kid. Red marks. And she saw me. They brought her in. She saw me. And I couldn't even talk to her. I was crying so much. We walked home. I couldn't talk to her. I was crying. She didn't understand, but I was like, oh my God, now my daughter's in for the shit. Now she's in for the shit. This is the bullshit. So that's how I feel when I go to the doctor. The red marks are already there. It's already in place. And then there used to be this little cardiology place, cardiology doctors. But now they've been bought out with this big conglomeration in healthcare. So I know they need money. It's all about money. So I gotta walk my hand sanitizer. I'm gonna be spraying my hands hand sanitizer. I don't want nobody to touch me. Don't get too close to me. I probably have 2 masks on, probably hyperventilating. I can't breathe. No, don't take it off. I can't breathe. No, don't take it off. I'm telling you. And inside, this little voice is screaming, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us. And this happens every time after my doctor's appointment. We're going to stop at Whole Foods because I need some salmon, some walnuts. But after the doctor's appointment, I come home and I go straight to bed. And I don't get up until the next morning. That's how drained I am. I've been fighting my anxiety for days. 4 days. Yeah, I went for foot massage. I was sitting in the massage chair and I wouldn't do it. I didn't do it. And I was like, you would be so relaxed. But the body was like, nah. We going to the doctor's office. Are you out your goddamn mind? Last time you was off your guard, you on high blood pressure damn medication. And a lot of other shit you had to get yourself off of. I just love me so much. That's why I exercise. But there are those things out there. And whew. So I got my foot massage, so my feet will take me inside the building. If I had gotten that body massage, I wouldn't be going to the appointment. I would just say, I'm not doing it. I just want to relax. But the fact that I'm on guard means I'm going to go. I'm going to try to put my feet up because it's not until this afternoon and stuff. And hopefully this walk and talking to y'all, we're coming up to our water in 20-minute mark. So, and then I got some good news after that, but I tell you, oof. I'm not talking about for y'all. Y'all go for the doctor. Y'all have a long acquaintance. I mean, they've been giving y'all shit since in your 20s. They gave it to me, I threw it back at them. I said, I'm not doing that. That's not going to be my life. But that's just me. Follow your yada dada, dada dada, ba ba, bing boom. I say exercise. Yes, let's get some water. Let's take a bathroom break. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just humble me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Oh, a little too much lemon in there. Ooh, but we're gonna get it down. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just humble me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just humble me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Hey y'all, hey y'all. So, my meltdown. But I'm doing good, right? Y'all would know how much energy it takes. That's why I don't understand how you elderly people don't exercise. Oh my goodness. The anxiety I get from 3 days, maybe, okay, the appointment was on Thursday. Please, last week I started, and it was like a snowball of anxiety. But, remember I told y'all why we talk, Paul? Okay, this is too high. I can't be worn down. Okay. Remember I told y'all the reason why I talk is because Paul, whenever I was coming into Planet Fitness, he said, hey Vicky, come over here. Come over here, you know. If we talk, we work out together, the workout be over in no time. And he was right. And then he was telling all his old corny jokes that I can't remember right now. Well, I'm coming out of Stop and Shop. I put the stuff in the back of the car. And someone walks across the front of the car, and I said, hey, I know that guy. I said, Paul. And he comes over. And he's talking about my daughter's car. Starts the conversation right away. So I don't know what's going on. And my daughter knows what's going on. And he's saying, that's the only car that has that type of interior. What make and model is your car? So then finally my daughter tells me that Paul had came over to her car and said, she's sitting there and he said, you know, I thought I was the only one with a white Nissan with this brown interior. He said, but you have one too. He said, I was just thinking to myself, I didn't park this close to Stop and Shop. So, that's what they were talking about. But I asked Paul, I said, oh, no, kind of like a statement, because he was looking really good. So I said, he asked me, he said, hey Vicky, he remembered. He said, hey Vicky, he said, you still going over to Planet Fitness? And I said, no, I'm working out from home. I said, I walk every morning. He said, I could tell you were doing something. You look really fit. Great compliment. So I said, oh, you still over there? He said, I haven't been back since COVID. He says, I walk, and he said the place where he goes walking, and I know that area. And I said, you look good. I knew you were doing some kind of exercise also. And blah, blah, blah. I told him I would send him the link because I had his telephone number. I said, you know, I have your telephone number. He was trying to sell his mother's apartment. I said, but I only gave it to one person who was interested in buying the apartment, and he told me that he was able to sell his mother's apartment before the pandemic. How lucky is that? And yada, yada, yada. And he walked away, and he was fit, and all he's doing is walking. And I said, I have to get on the walk tomorrow. I gotta tell you, this man looks better from walking than he did when he was working out. And I hope I look the same. Better from walking than when we worked out. Because for us seniors, that's how, as they say, keep it simple, stupid. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do. I used to laugh when those old couples on the TV said, let's go for our evening constitution. That's all the hell you need. That's all your body requires of you. Half hour, 45-minute walk every day, that's nothing for good health. I'm so glad it's goddamn easy. And if it wasn't for the pandemic, I would have still been pumping iron and killing myself, not knowing all along that at this age my body was saying, no, sissy. That's what my little sister calls me. When she lulls me into this false sense of security. Hey, how you doing, sissy? And I call her, and then I call her and say, oh, I'll call you back. I call her and say, oh, I'll call you back. I call her and say, oh, you're going back. I'm like, oh. Over 50 years of that. Whew. Well, that's definitely over 45 years. I get kind of tired, but I just love when she calls me sissy. Anyway, Paul looked great. And all he was doing was walking. And he said, I look great too. I do stretches and stuff like that. And I know he does stretches and stuff like that because we're gym people. Don't just walk. You stretch out, you get prepared for the walk. Now, when you're young, you can jump out of bed and go for a walk, run, or anything else. But at our age, so I just wanted to share with you all that. He looked fit. He was walking as fast as I walk. Not out of breath. Not all icky. Oh, he told us about a concert. A free concert at the library. So I just want to share with you, you don't got to do all that. Just do that walk. I often, I look at the videos with the grandchildren, the Alzheimer's people and patients, stuff like that, and I don't know a lot about them. But I often wonder if some point in their life, and if not now, because I don't know, I don't work with Alzheimer patients, but do they walk? Can you put them on the treadmill? Can you tuck them underneath your arm and take a walk? Do they know? And if they don't know, the muscle has memory. Is it enough muscle memory left to get them through there? I don't know. I'm just supposing and asking. Paul looked good. He looked really good. And heck, he was in his early 70s. When I first met him at Planet Fitness, oh my God, 5 years ago? 6. And he still looks good. Lean. He was doing weights and he was doing the Nautilus and stuff, but I can't tell you that walking, just walking, it does something for us as seniors. It's just that simple. Go out, start, take your 20-minute walk, turn it to a half hour, then put it into 45. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's why commercials and stuff like that don't like us. We ain't high maintenance. At this age, we ain't high maintenance. Now, the medical field make us high maintenance. They make us high maintenance. Pharmaceutical companies make us high maintenance. But I want high maintenance. You know, I was thinking this morning, because you know I'm going west. I can't wait to go visit the libraries. The only one time I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the anniversary of the Tulsa, Oklahoma riots. And though I was exhausted, I had reserved a hotel room just to freshen up, change clothes, because I couldn't stay. and But I made sure to go to the library, the main branch, because no matter where I am, what city, state, probably even country, the library is constant for me. I know what I'm going to get when I walk in there. I know the smell, the feel, the energy. Like I tell you, I could sleep there. I could sleep in the library. I'm old now, so you have to give me a cot. But back when I was younger, give me a sleeping bag. In my head, I would be laying there, and I would take all these books out, and I would just lay there and just go through every page and just go get different kind of books, and not reading, but then stopping to read, and not reading, and just going through every book and every section, and just to feel, I don't know, maybe. Writers know what I'm talking about. You get it. You get it from there. And it's awesome. I have broke this thing. And that's the thing I want to do when I go west. You go, oh, go here, go here. I want to go check out some libraries. I want to go in this children's room. I want to go. That shit. This turns me on. So, I got living I got to do. I can't help your cousin get more money doing surgeries using me as one of the pyramid steps on his rise to success. I can't do it. I don't even have a family member that has ever worked for a pharmaceutical company. No one, now, I do know family members and friends who have been pharmacists. We call them street corner pharmacists. But I have never in my whole entire life met any African American person that has worked for a pharmaceutical company. I worked in hospitals. I've never seen one come in as a salesman. I've worked in doctor's offices. If an African American man in the suit came up to me, I wouldn't instantly think, oh, he's a pharmaceutical salesperson. I didn't think they hired any of us. But we sure do give them a lot of money for medicine. Sure do. A lot of money. But I'll never see no African American salesperson. They was always handsome men, blonde, big titty broads. When I was in that area, the Kardashians hadn't come out yet. So having a big ass wasn't in. You had to have a flat ass so your dresses and stuff would hang evenly. But I see no pharmaceutical African American. I don't even know if there's an executive, nothing. Now I do know that the street pharmacists profit very well off the poison that they shovel out. I know also they do a lot of time to get into the penal system, and it's very dangerous for them. I know that in the pharmaceutical company business, they don't get thrown in jail as much and for as long. They don't. They can peddle poison and get a free pass. So, but we put a lot of money into them. So moving on to my next thing that I wanted to talk about, because I saw Paul, but I already did that. I saw Paul. And now we're going to move on to, I put Cortez. Because this whole thing with the Venezuelan and South Americans and these South Americans, okay, I had the right conversation in my head. My friend Patty, who's my friend to this day, she's my supervisor. She hired me, and when I started working, I didn't even have a dime. And she lent me money. And I paid her back when I could, because as soon as I got my first check, I was like, oh, here. She was like, no. Wait till you can pay it back to me. And Patty is the mom. And we would talk and stuff. I knew she spoke Spanish, but as she said, Castile. Straight from Spain, esa Spain. And as we talked, I said to her, I just had to say it. I said, you know Cortez, right? She said, yes. I said, you know your culture, right? This is my supervisor. She probably couldn't find me. I said, get out of here. Shut up, girl. What are you talking about? She said, yes. All her kids, all the Patricia and the Patties and all that stuff, that's that Catholic Christian stuff. But they all have, I don't know if they Aztec, Mayan, what, they all have their names from their history. They're all connected to the history. And I fell madly in love with Patty. Madly in love with her. She knew what the deal was. So I said to you, Hispanic people out there, remember Cortez? Because what you see DeSantis doing, and you say, oh, well, he's Hispanic. He said, no, he's not. He's Cortez. And what Cortez did when he came through there to y'all, destroyed Mayan nation, destroyed Aztec, destroyed, diseased. He was never for you. What do you make now? He is a Spain. He's Cortez, that DeSantis, that filth governor. Law breaking, state jumping, state interfering. What happened to governors minding your goddamn business and taking care of your damn state until something happens where you have to deal with another governor? But that party has gone so low-lifed. Gone so low-lifed. They used to come on the walk. Like, comment, share. And so now they're doing the Hispanics. And y'all all, oh, we're all Hispanic. No, we're not. Y'all was Mayan, Aztec, or whatever the hell y'all was in South America doing y'all skazoozles. And these robbing, disease-carrying Spaniards came over and got y'all crawling miles to go into a Catholic church. Because they sent the Pope and stuff in behind them. So I was very happy when Patty said, no, I named my children for the history that is far deeper than Cortez and his Spaniards. I was so happy. So no matter what they do, they are freaking grounded. Yes, they all play piano. They all went to college. They all graduated. But guess what? They got a whole history that is much greater, far-reaching, and longer than that European Catholicism, oppressive cult crap. So, before you go around, South Americans here and Americans here, oh, DeSantis. Well, he a Spanish person. He looking out for the Hispanic. No, he ain't. Just say Cortez. Google Cortez. Ain't for you, honey. Ain't for you. Ain't for you. Okay? He white. He's Queen Elizabeth that sent Cortez over. Who was it? That was Elizabeth. One of them European queens that sent Cortez over to destroy you. And the Europeans been destroying you ever since. They even went to North America and started with Native Americans, honey. Destroy, destroy. So when you go and vote in Florida, and you say DeSantis, I want you to think Cortez. As we say, he ain't really down playing the games he do. He ain't really down. His love was never true. Vote him out. Vote him out. I didn't do the weights again, y'all. We'll be back on schedule after this doctor's appointment. But I got to take all the energy that I just amassed from this walk just to fight down these anxieties to make that doctor's appointment. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Like, comment, share. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for being a listening ear. Thank you for the company. This anxiety is high, honey. Oh. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. I'm not exhausted from the walk. So happy to be
Oh, I'm not exhausted from the walk. I'm exhausted because I have been in full anxiety since last week for this one little doctor's appointment that's going to be all of 15 minutes in the doctor's office, maybe 5 minutes with the doctor, and 8 days of fighting back anxieties. I don't know how you black people do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm going. I'm going. Let's get this water down. Sometimes I go to what I would go, especially the eye doctor who wants loyalty. I asked him, I said, do you want honesty? You want me to tell you the honest truth? Or you just want me to say that I did what you told me to do? He said he want loyalty. I said, okay. Then I did what you told me to do. Not how I feel or none of that other stuff. Irrelevant. I tell you. I'm a woman. I'm brown. And I'm old. In all religions, I'm a whore, a demon, and an old person that's not even, an old woman that's not even paid attention to. But I have to go to the doctor's office and say, yeah, you care about me. Yeah, you're going to diagnose me correctly. I diagnosed me correctly. I observe and mental chart me. How long does it take? It's quick for me to heal. I look at my healing process. And I know my muscle memory is excellent. And when I get on those roller skates, I know my muscle memory is going to kick right the hell in. Especially with this core. See, I feel good for a little while, and then I was like, ugh. I could catch the COVID there. So I got a mask in. I want to go and spray and say, don't come near me. Don't come near me. Stay back. Stay back. I say, stay back. Stay back. But, no, for me to say stay back, that would mean that they would have to hear me. So I got to take care of the first problem first. When I walk in, is there some way that I can make it so I'm heard? They just move you around like hell. Go, stand there, turn there, look this way, go this way. Okay. How you feeling? I see you on your chart. They don't even give you a chance to answer. How you feel? So how you doing? Before you can answer. I see on your chart you're so and so. What the fuck you ask me what I'm doing if you don't know? Just walk in and say, I see on your chart. Don't set me up for no false bullshit. So that's, see? All right, y'all, the real me is coming out. Let me get off here. The real anxiety is coming through. But what if they got a grant to do something with old people? And they get a grant, everybody get money off of it. But if they get a whole bunch of old people to stand this way, look this way, do all this kind of stuff, and they'll get the money. What if I walk into that? I can be healthy as a horse, but just because my age, race, and gender fit into that criteria, I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how you do it. I almost wish I'd get drunk. Listen, what does my doctor? Probably told me I can't swallow because I have this wonderful daughter that works perfectly. But they always go for that. Straight through it because it's the one you can see. The obvious. Then after the doctor's appointment, I come home and I lay down in bed and I don't get back up until the morning. But I'll be back here tomorrow. Like, comment, share. Wish me luck. Wish me guard. Like, I'm guarding like, I go to the doctor's, I was like, no, wait. Like, comment, share, tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell a friend. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.